Hey guys, it's Dev here, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved, playing on the PS4, the official PvP servers. And today, you are actually going to be watching a bit of like FAB defense and just a bit of pillbox holding. And the pillbox actually wasn't there to raid anyone, but there actually used to be a spot in the center that you could fit a Terra through, and actually it was a pretty decent sized area. I would probably say big enough to fit like 10 by 10 base and that type of stuff. So it had all your accommodations you needed, and we used to actually keep a backup set of everything there. So like your backup dino lines, your backup sets of gear, backup BPs, types of that stuff, and whatever else you could fit in there. Had a forge, had a greenhouse, had really everything you would need to actually have a base technically. And you could actually turret the hole to the point that no Terra could make it through, have 20, 30 turrets aiming right at that hole, and you had to do a bit of wiggling and that type of stuff to get actually through into that hole. But now after the patch, they did patch that spot, so that's obviously why I'm telling you. I wouldn't have told you otherwise. And I'm pretty sure a few of you guys might have been aware of the place. But it was just a really nice place to hold and have a fallback spot if you ever did get raided and that type of stuff. But anyways, moving on from that, just wanted to talk about a few things with the server and just kind of what's been going down lately and why I haven't been posting a ton. And that is actually due to us losing Torva Nex, but really kind of getting scammed out of it. And I'll run you through that kind of quick right now. We were actually trading with a dude. I wasn't really on for the time, so I don't know if this is even 100% accurate, to be quite honest. But anyways, we were trading with a dude. He had a couple of dinos that he was trading, so he was like, whatever, just merge tribes quick. And you know how merging tribes in this game goes. Sometimes it just gets all funky and you lose all structures, everybody's kicked and blah, blah, blah. Well, that is actually what ended up happening. So we ended up losing all of the structures, the Torva Nex tribe in general, and all the dinos along with it, which is really upsetting, to be quite honest, just because you don't know how much work goes into those structures. And getting raided and getting wiped is one thing, but the amount of stuff that you actually have in your base that you can salvage is just crazy. Like, I know one of our tribe members put it to us in a really good ways. We actually had 12 industrial forges just kind of spread around the map, and like one in that hole that I was talking about on the center. And he was like, that's 25,000 ingots, and just imagine what you could do with that and that type of stuff. So that was actually all lost in the matter of 30 seconds, I guess you could say. So I actually didn't hop on later that time, and the really upsetting thing with that is I actually had 2 gigas that popped out with a random pink belly mutation that were just getting up and probably 12 to 15 hours away from actually being up. And it was a male and female pair, which would have been really cool to get those mutations and keep those going on the gigas. But obviously lost those 2. So then we actually had to do a little bit of ally raiding. Well, not ally raiding because we were kicked out of the alliance, but raiding our own base with some of the allies, and that's why you will see me in the tribe OVO, which it really was upsetting on the server just because OVO got ally wiped about a week before everything went down with us. And that was a major reason that we actually ended up losing the server and that type of stuff, just because we didn't have anything to fight back with, really. And with one of the tribes that were getting power hungry, to be quite honest, which I don't blame them, brought a few other alpha tribes from another server, just an alpha alliance, to our server to take over. And we allowed them to get set up because obviously we didn't have anything and were unaware at the moment. I hadn't been on in a few days just because obviously if you lose that much stuff, how many of you guys would want to play the game and that type of stuff? So it's just frustrating, and you'll have to bear with me in these next few weeks, to be quite honest, trying to get reset up. Did manage to get a few things out, but really not anything at all. I had to get reset up, trying to kind of find a new server, to be quite honest, keeping everything in the OB for the moment and that type of stuff, and just kind of holding out. So we'll see where we end up. Might end up on an island server, see what happens and that type of stuff. So bear with me in the next couple of weeks figuring everything out on ARK. I do still want to play, And obviously, I don't regret being in Torva at all, and losing the Thames is just another eye-opening experience. And to be quite honest, I just wanted to thank everybody from Torva. It was crazy, and honestly, I learned so much from that tribe. Wouldn't want to give anything back, and real shout out to Trey, Genji, and Bear, or Has. You probably saw him in a couple of videos. Taught me so much, and honestly are the reason that I have been so successful on YouTube and that type of stuff. Not saying I've blown up by any means, but you know what I mean. Just any success at all in that type of stuff. So real shout out to them, and it would be super cool to have them back, but they did end up moving back to Xbox, and Genji's taking some time off, so we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, just kind of moving on from that, we're down a ton of guys in that type of stuff, so here's a little bit of that. I don't know, you could call it base defense, or I don't know, just honey hole defense. Nobody ended up getting to the honey hole, unfortunately, before it was patched. So everything from every kibble in the game for imprinting and just kind of taming in general was actually lost. All the BPs, the backup BPs, a ton of prefabbed items, ton of prefabbed things. About 12 Pterodons and that type of stuff were lost down there, along with the other dino breeding or eggs that we actually had down there. But without further ado, let's get over my ramble and that type of stuff and let you enjoy what is left of this actually FAB defense. And as always, if you do go on to enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, comment down below any questions you have regarding it. If you want trash talk because you're happy I got wiped or whatever you want to call it, go for it. You can have a nice conversation down there, and if you have any further questions, definitely leave them down there. Have a nice chat and that type of stuff. And subscribe if you're new, because, you know, sometimes there's good content on this channel, and sometimes there's not so much, but hopefully you catch those good ones when you see them. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright, I'm back.
Shit, you're just too high for me to grab your body, too. Yeah, I'm coming. Okay, keep barreling that guy. Keep barreling that guy. You get this stuff? Yep, you're good.
Hey, I got all you need. Like, just waiting for you to come back. Yeah. Saddle. I don't have a turret here.
It's fine, they can't get that turtle back unless they whistle it. I'm out of rifle rounds, so if anybody can get me some.
Rifle? What do you mean rifle? Also AR?
Okay, I need some. Oh, I got it. Alright, thank you. Okay. Set them to players only. They got a minigun, Quetzal. Trying to. It's fine. I need armor. I got a lot of people sniping, but no teams pushing yet. We're just holding our last leg. I died. Nice job, Super Game.